By the way, brother.
Absolutely, as always, what is going on? It is your boy John Quick of the Talk That Lingo crew. Where we talk that lingo very fast, and like I always say, it's harder to keep money than to get it. But your boy gonna be getting into some crazy things with my brother, the official co-host of the Talk That Lingo channel. Your boy Talib Bands. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Like you said, as
Um,
always good to see you, my brother. The double
see you
salute.
too, my brother. Double salute.
What's going on with you?
Man, bless the only thing that can go on with me. You know what I'm saying? I keep my frequency high and on the level of to be away from where the hate is and to be away from where the negative energy is at so I don't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And the type of person I am and the way I carry myself, even if a negative person does try to bring that shit to me on my language, I still handle it in a manner that brings them on a level where they're like, dang, I didn't know I could handle it like that.
Right, right. Where it's just
Oh,
so much respect for the. It's too much respect for the
too
middle.
much respect. I'm mature about the situation. This is a jewel for the whole world. Don't let emotions totally control your whole thing. You know, just don't. Cause that'll do it on it. Don't do that. Don't let them emotions put you in a place where you got to correct yourself too much
Mm-hmm.
and how you
Well, yeah, man. What I will say is this. I got a couple questions here for you. Are you still with us, my brother? I don't know. I think did we lose my brother or what? What's going on? What's going on? Is he with us or did he fade to Blizzak? Or maybe it could also be my connection. Sometimes my connection is a little choppy. You know what I'm saying? I got this 5G connection. I hate how they try to sell you faster Wi-Fi, knowing damn well it ain't gonna be faster than the Wi-Fi of old. Is gonna be some nonsense. So what I got right now is quote unquote 5G. It's supposed to be faster than like regular, I don't know, Verizon internet. But listen, I paid for it through my cell phone bill, so only like $25, $30 a month. I'm just like, well, it's through Verizon though, so it's like legit service, but the Wi-Fi just trash. I don't know, make that make sense, right? But it just don't make sense. There's no way to make it make sense. So we lost my brother, man. Let me know in the comments where y'all listening to the Talk That Lingo show from. What I do want to say is that we would like to have more sports talk. So if you are out there and you want to talk some sports or you see some NBA trades, or listen, don't worry about my shirt. My son be sleeping on my shirt. He be drooling and stuff. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know if that's his drool or my drool or somebody's drool, but I'm gonna blame it on him for right now. Talib Bands, where is my brother at? But in the meantime, in between time, while he's fixing his, actually, I think he might be back. It sounds like he's back. Talib, what's going on, my brother? Can you
yo
hear me? Can you hear me at
what's the
all?
word, yo. I'm right back on you, man. You know how it is. When when the ops hear you out here spreading that good word, they send the bugs out here to get you.
I hear that, man. It's so funny, man. I was just telling them about my Wi-Fi woes, if you will. But let me ask you this, man. Speaking of woes, as you know, Brittney Griner unfortunately was arrested in Russia. I believe it was either back in February
Yeah,
or
horrible.
can't remember, can't pinpoint the month that she was arrested in Russia. But nonetheless, she was arrested in Russia for, I believe, vape cartridges, some something like that, involving some THC.
Right.
And she has recently been sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison. Take me through your initial thoughts of her being arrested, and then take me through your initial thoughts of her being handed this sentence.
My My initial thoughts for foremost and foremost,
Yes, sir.
I want to send my blessings and I want to send nothing but strength to that woman. Secondly, she shouldn't even had to been playing over there. This is a woman that loves basketball, and the only reason why she went over there is because they pay more money over there for her to do what she loves so much.
Okay, so she was playing ball over there.
Yeah, she was playing ball over there. You know, it's not like it was a vacation.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? This woman was playing ball overseas. A lot of people are saying, you know, and it is right. The W and it breaks down to business, and this is how people really need to understand it. The WNBA cannot pay these women the money that the NBA pays these franchise players because the WNBA does not generate or gross that much money. The WNBA has to attach themselves to the NBA in any type of way or fashion to gain any type of attention. Now, does that take anything away from how women play? Absolutely not. All of y'all are fantastic, phenomenal players. At Hunnit K, we double salute y'all. But if women are not supporting the WNBA the way that they should, how do you expect them to play the women players the money that they need to be able to live the lifestyles they want to live and play the sport that they love? So again, if that's not happening, these women have to go across seas and find themselves dealing with different laws and you know, just different customs. And that.
No, you're right. You're right, man. Actually, I want to jump in here as well. I know you run into some issues here, but essentially, it goes like this: if men are willing to watch the NBA every single game, every single dribble, every single shot of the season, even the postseason, even preseason and summer league, if men are willing to do this and support this league, they're going to pour money into it. Now, you have a women's league, a WNBA. So your primary fan base, predictably, is women, right? If you have your everyday fan who is a woman and she's not supporting a woman's sport, but they want to complain about the funds that are generated.
Exactly. It don't make sense.
It don't add up.
It don't make sense. I feel bad that this woman is going through what she's going through, but the only reason why she's dealing with foreign rules,
yeah,
is that she had to run over there to get the bag. Now we look at it like,
oh, they bagged her. She got the bag.
She got the bag, and then they bagged her.
Got bag. Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, yeah, it's unfortunate that something as small as damn, you know, and you know it. Well, what's unfortunate about it is that the same way America.
It could be my connection. I have no idea. It could be my connection. But what I'm assuming that he's gonna say, and hopefully he'll be back here in a moment. I'm gonna keep him up here on the screen. I'm assuming that he's gonna say the fact that there is not enough money generated. Now, my argument would be to him is I'm not sure how America is at fault for women not supporting the sport. I mean, maybe America is at fault because of the customs and the things that we put a heightened viewership towards. You get what I'm saying? Like the Super Bowl, things like that, like these big sporting events, FIFA soccer, like these are the things that we put a heightened priority on to be on TV. But if it were something like a WNBA finals game, maybe not everybody's going to be able to tune in to something like that. I'm not saying that it won't be on like ESPN, ESPN2, something like that, Fox Sports, whatever it is. But not a lot of people are going to stop their day to watch a WNBA game it finally, not very many people. I'm not saying that there aren't people out there like that. Not very many people. Not your everyday avid TV watcher. That's who are watching these big sporting events. It's your everyday person who's watching Grey's Anatomy. They got a Netflix subscription. They got Amazon Prime, Hulu. They got all these streaming services. Hell, you might have some folks in there who have a cable. Well, you gotta have a cable subscription. So some folks in there, heck, it might even be some folks who like to go to bars and just watch different sporting events. Well, folks aren't just going to bars just to watch a WNBA game. I'm not saying there aren't folks who are doing it. Most folks aren't doing that. But if the Sixers were playing the Lakers and I didn't have tickets to the game, well, let's go to Chicken and Pete's and watch the game. You get what I'm saying? Let's go to PJ Wellingham's or Miller's Ale House and watch the game, because we are such avid fans of this league. Not only these two teams, but of this league, male-dominated league. And I'm a male, so I'm gonna go to the bar and watch the game. You don't have females going to the bar to watch the WNBA game. So that would be my argument to him. I'm not sure where he was going with that. Like we saw, he was running into some technical difficulties. Maybe he ain't paid his Wi-Fi bill, anything. It's so funny anytime something like that happens. Some people jump to, oh, you ain't pay your bill. Like if somebody, you on a phone with somebody and they call drop, oh, you must ain't pay your bill. Like, I don't know. That's just what I hear a lot of people fall to. Like, damn, what if it's a Verizon guy working outside my house and he just happened to trip the wire or something like that? You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Shit, he is in Brooklyn, so you know what I mean. That is not very far-fetched to have somebody working on some Wi-Fi wires and mess up the whole damn building. I definitely had that happen to me before when I was in. Well, not me, somebody I know. If you are in here, man, if you've made it this far, make sure you drop us a like. It's your boy John Qwik of the Talk That Lingo Crew. Talk That Lingo very fast. Like I always say, it's harder to keep money than to get it. You already know the vibes. Listen, let me know in the comments. Do you think this 9-year sentence for Brittney Griner was fair or was it unfair? And do you think the U.S. is doing enough to bring her home? Do you even think that she should come home? Do you think that she deserved this sentence? Let us know in the comments, man. Let's get the conversation rolling. Where is my brother, man? Maybe he didn't pay his bill. Maybe it's plausible to think that. So yeah, man, what I definitely want to say is we want to be very, very tread very lightly on this whole situation with Brittney Griner, because I definitely understand how it could be a sensitive topic, especially with you got people who say that she deserves it. You got people who say she doesn't deserve it. I'm here to let y'all know it doesn't matter what happens in this world. There's always going to be somebody who believes what the hell is going on, and then somebody who doesn't believe. I think we got Talib back. What's going on, my brother? How we living, man? How we living? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish your point. I'm gonna let you go ahead right on finish your point. The last word I heard was it appeared and seemed as if you were gonna blame something on America. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you jump in there. Go ahead, my brother.
So I would like to address again, this woman is dealing with foreign shit that she shouldn't have to be dealing with. The sad part about it is the WNBA, not only the WNBA, but the NBA should be getting involved too, because as much as the whole world has a hand in the NBA pocket, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Anywhere that you go around the world, there's a basketball team.
I'm not sure what that has to do with any of this though.
No, it has a lot to do with it, bro, because it's It's why is if basketball, if the basketball organization is as big as it is, right? Why
Okay.
weren't they able to get this woman out of that?
So, okay. So let me ask you
As
this.
big as the NBA is, I'm sure Russia has a basketball league or a basketball team at least, or and a women's basketball team.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Where were the women at? What other women spoke up for her? That's the other thing.
Oh, they,
You
they,
had
they
you had women. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit there and say there weren't any female basketball players talking about because there were. I just
listen,
feel like
listen.
it should have been a greater
The
force.
whole WNBA was shouting her out. They all
Hold
the
on one
whole
second. Hold on.
WNBA. Well, for the people out there,
Yo,
the
you gonna have
whole
to say that again.
the whole WNBA was shouting out Brittney Griner. The whole WNBA at the
I don't know why I got
WNBA
close to this.
All-Star.
I the audio is coming through crazy now.
What it sound like? Well, where I was going with that was the whole WNBA supported Brittney Griner. So I want to get my brother back on the line because I want him to clarify his point a little bit because it's not making sense. Here's where I stand, right? The WNBA and the NBA have shown support for Brittney Griner. However, Brittney Griner did unfortunately get herself into a situation such as this one. Now, we all have to have some level of accountability. I'm gonna let my brother go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Welcome back. Thank you for having me back. I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like if basketball has such an influence around the world, basketball should have made a bigger noise to help protect or at least get this woman back to America. And then, probably things could have been handled a lot differently.
I
That's all
can,
I'm saying.
can you
That's
hear
all
me?
I'm saying.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah, I can hear you.
I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I think the asterisk to what your argument is, however, is the fact that it's a war going on right now, and she just so happened to unfortunately be in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong items in her bag. So unfortunately, I
Damn.
mean, and this is
Yo, you
unfortunate.
coming through choppy again, bro.
Coming through choppy. Let me see. Go ahead, go ahead. Make your argument. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna let you go ahead, jump in there.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Go ahead, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
If it is, right? Yo, it's crazy. Because they were that's just what I hear. What if this garage guy working outside my house?
My brother, can you hear me?
You're perfectly clear now. I was
I
jumping
know.
back from the laptop and the phone.
Nah, you good. I know exactly what it is. So I'm gonna try to fix something over here. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you make your argument right now, though.
But like this is just the last few statements on this woman's unfortunate situation. Again, Basketball has a big influence around the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, can you hear me now, bro? Yo, can you hear me now, bro?
I can hear you less.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
How's it sound? Is it choppy? Is it how is it?
Oh no, it's super clear.
It's clear?
Yeah.
Perfect, 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 perfect. All right. Um, go ahead. I'm gonna let you make your argument because it seemed like you were cutting out there. So go ahead.
All right. Basketball has a big influence around the world. We understand this. Marijuana has a big influence around the world, and we understand this. This woman is a part of both, and she loves both. Both communities should have came together as a collective to ensure that, look, this woman got stopped. I understand, but let's look at it. It's a slap on the wrist kind of thing. It's a, hey, don't do it again. Take your ass back to America. That's what it should have been. To say 9 years, 9 years, and not even for a vape pen. Not like she had pounds on her. She had a pen. So my last words is I send nothing but strength, and I hope her time gets overturned. I hope another lawyer comes in and helps saves the day. I hope the WNBA get it together, and the NBA, because NBA we looking at y'all, and I hope you understand these black women are looking at you and saying that You can protect these black players, which you should be, but you also should be protecting these black women players. Because these black women give birth to these black players that you like to give a lot of money to play in your motherfucking sport. Upon that little slip, but I'm a little like let's be honest. If we gonna protect anyone, let's protect our black women and women in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because the NBA, again, y'all love when these black players are in the NBA. Where do these black NBA players come from? If I was
Well,
the commissioner of the NBA, I'd have been in Russia. I'd have been in Russia already. Like, whoa, hold up, y'all. Let's talk about her case real quick.
Let me say this though. That's where I think where your argument is missing the one caveat, because no American can go into Russia right now. No American can go. So
Yeah, that's true. We can't. But
so
on some basketball, I'm sure we have my fault for interrupting, but I'm sure we got an NBA liaison out there.
but understand this. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the war that's going on right now. Listen, understand this.
I understand.
I know you
understand the
understand,
war that's going on.
Putin don't want no Russian contacting any American for any reason other than they listen. Russia really want to go to war with the U.S. right now. In my thinking and I get the feeling that the U.S. has Brittney Griner on their radar, but they are way too invested in not trying to get into a war with Russia. That is probably the sole reason why she's not home. Now, if the U.S. just said, whatever, we just gonna get her home, they would send the murderer because there has been a trade discussed. Russia wants a mass murderer in exchange for Brittney Griner. Russia wants somebody who's known to kill people, two people who are known to kill people back in exchange for Brittney Griner. So it's something to be said about why she's not home and why the U.S. really hasn't stepped too deep into getting her back in that exchange. Because think about how deadly that exchange can be for the U.S. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
I mean, I definitely see what you're talking about.
This is basketball, and I keep hearing a lot of people say, "Oh, if she was LeBron." First and foremost, if she was LeBron would never be in this situation. And let's take a moment to admire the fact that LeBron has had an illustrious career, for one, and two, he hasn't sniffed not an ounce of trouble. You remember, I don't know if you remember players like Jameis Winston, even what's his name? Watson, the one that's in trouble right now in the news. You got all these players who go through Johnny Manziel. There are plenty other players who have gotten in trouble. Not only has LeBron been playing at a top tier level, an all-time high level of any player ever, he's never once gotten in a lick of trouble. So I don't want to hear people saying that if this was LeBron, first of all, LeBron would never be in this situation.
At all.
If he's going to other countries, he's playing by the rules. That's just how it goes. Even if he's playing out there for an extended period of time, LeBron knows I'm out here to play basketball and that's it. Unfortunately, and that's why I said it's unfortunate, Brittney Griner did not have the same mindset when it comes to or when it came to that situation and when it came to that country. Go ahead. I'm going to let you cook. Go ahead.
I understand totally with this war. I get that.
The war is a huge part of it. That's all I'm saying.
The wars are a huge part of it. Absolutely right. And I will also say this. Isn't China in good standing with Russia?
Yes, they are.
Now, I want to point this other point out. Isn't China also have a big stake in the NBA's market?
When you say a big stake, what do you mean a big stake?
I mean by how there are billions like that whole China, and they love the NBA.
They do. They do.
They love the NBA.
They
Now,
do.
you mean to tell me that as much as China loves the NBA,
Okay.
and even though Russia said, "Hey, we don't want anything to do with America," all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But couldn't we get one of those China's NBA ambassadors to run over there real quick? Hey, my little daughter actually likes watching her play, and what y'all doing is unfair. You know, it's like, all right, y'all don't like, but again, the NBA's influence around the world. Y'all don't like America, copy. And if she's American, all right, we understand that. This black woman didn't do anything to y'all. She's not political in any type of way. She plays basketball, and she got caught at the airport with, a vape pen with some weed. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me there was no way around the table? No one from the NBA that is based around.
Let me ask you something. I don't mean to cut you off, but it something just popped in my head. Say you were running for mayor, right? You were running for mayor of Brooklyn, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And one prominent thing that people were saying was that you are not going to do anything about the war on drugs in Brooklyn, right? I'm not saying that there is a war, whatever. But the people of Brooklyn are saying, yo, Mayor Talib to be, you are not, do they call the mayors to be that? The mayor to be, whatever. Mayor Talib.
Mayor Talib, yeah, like
But Mayor Talib, you need to do something about the war on drugs. And everybody is pushing you to do this, right? And you know in the back of your mind that you really can't do anything about the war on drugs, right?
Uh-huh.
But what happens is, obviously you live in Brooklyn, so you probably live in an apartment building. Somebody in your apartment building is strung out on drugs, or they're selling drugs for whatever it is. There's something to do with drugs in your apartment building, in your immediate apartment building, right?
Mm-hmm.
And social media gets a hold of this. They say XYZ with drugs happens in Mayor Talib's to be apartment building. Would you not try to use that as a political, and I'm going somewhere with this, but would you not try to use that story, that drug story that had something to do with your immediate apartment building, would you not try to use that to your advantage in your political race? Would you not try to use
that? I mean, of course, because I would, of course, because there's a lot that attaches me to it.
Right.
It tells a story of a young black man that grew up in that neighborhood, and now look where I'm at.
Right.
And it shows that I'm also fighting for the neighborhood.
So put it like this, right?
It shows, it shows that I came back.
It shows a lot, even if it's nothing that you, and again, even if it's nothing that you can do about the entire war on drugs in Brooklyn, just having this story connected to you is a look. You get what I'm saying? It's a look. Yeah. Imagine you were Russia and you wanted to go to war with the U.S. and you was already at war with one of the U.S.'s allies, quote unquote. And then this American person or American citizen, let's say that, and this American citizen broke one of your laws on your land, on your soil. This American citizen broke one of your laws on your soil, and I want to go to war with America. Keep in mind the whole time I want to go to war with you. I want to go to war with you. It's not just the fact that I don't like you. I want to go, and I'm looking for a reason to go to war with you.
Right.
Unfortunately, Brittney Griner is being used as a political tool, as a political pawn,
That's
because
true.
you even got folks that's putting this on Biden in the Biden administration.
Yeah.
And it's Republicans out there doing it too. They're saying that if Trump, and I do believe this, if Trump was in office, that girl would be home right now. I do believe
That's a
that.
fact.
If Trump was the
That's,
president, she
that's a
would be.
fact. And you can use it as a political pawn because Mrs. Kamala Harris,
I
I'm
think
pretty
you come.
sure,
I think you
I'm
come
put
on this show and say that once, probably once a week. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Miss Kamala Harris as a black woman, this should hit home.
Mm-hmm.
She could be your little niece.
Mm.
She could be your little niece, and now I don't hear nothing from you. I didn't hear anything. Now I understand politically, the moves America is in and what Russia is doing. I understand that, but you still should have said something. Now, I hope you understand, Mrs. Harris. This is going to be brought up again later on in your career. If not by someone else, guarantee you, if I ever see you, it'll be by me. You wrong for that. You really wrong for that. Out here, black women voted for you so you could stand up for black women. Remember that, Kamala Harris. They voted for you so you could stand up for black women, not just stand up for yourself because you were black woman. You have to remember where you came from. She be playing herself.
Mm. Well, that's an interesting topic to unpack right there, man. Free Brittney Griner if she is. So let me ask you this: do you think there is a path for her to come home?
I hope and I pray for a path. If you're saying that Russia wants a war with America, then there is no way that this black woman is going to be coming home, and it's going to be a whole story and a documentary, and she might end up spending the rest of her life in Russia.
9 years. 9 years. She got sentenced to 9 years. She would only have to, um, fulfill the
Now,
9 years.
they say 9 years, but Russia could do whatever they do and flip whatever they flip and say she did this in jail and then extend. So as much as we want to, you have to look at every angle of what this is now. You just said it's political.
Mm-hmm.
When have we not known anything political not to have a lie around it?
Mm. Mm. Talk heavy.
You know what I'm saying? So at this case, the saddest thing is that she got roped into it.
Talk heavy. Talk heavy.
Saddest thing is she got roped into it, but this whole thing that's happening is going to turn her life into a biography later on. And then that's when she's going to benefit. After all of it is over, when she's like 50, 60, and they make a movie or some shit about it, like a short like series or some shit, that's when she'll make a bag off of it. Or they, the book deal. Like once they bring her back to America, that's how America make it be like, look, yo, once you get in, yeah, I know, but look, the book deal will get you this, the movie gonna get you this, and you're gonna be comfortable.
You might be on to something. Might be on to something with that.
That's just how I see it. America is known for doing shit like that. America loves fixing shit with money. America love printing it. America love fixing stuff with money. It's the only way America can fix it to see it fictional. Like, yo, when you get back, we'll make sure your family's taken care of. Like, And all while, if only all the women of America had just supported the WNBA, she wouldn't even be in Russia.
Damn. It's crazy, man. Well, yeah,
And that's
man.
really it.
It
You see them at WNBA games. I mean, they be people there, but
shits be empty, my boy. Them shits.
bro, when the last time you heard about a parade for the WNBA?
That's true. But listen, what I will say is that Philly is about to get a WNBA team. Now,
That's
understand
lit.
this.
Congratulations.
If Philly gets a WNBA team, more people definitely go. Because first of all, it's a bunch of Philly bitches that ball, and they be balling. Like I'm talking like balling for real. Philly chicks can ball, and I'm sure it's other cities out there with some. I'm sure Brooklyn got some baller chicks, but I'm saying if Philly get a WNBA team, more people definitely gonna be watching the WNBA, at least the Philly games.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the WNBA, not like it used to be with Lisa Leslie when she was the first girl to dunk, and they was out there in LA, and remember the WNBA is a fairly new league. It's a very I think it's 20 years total, if that,
I mean, but
within the whole.
and basketball is such a popular sport that 20 years should be more than enough time to generate.
But that's not true though. That's not true because when when I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm stumbling up here, but when Magic and Larry Bird came into the league, just before they came into the league, the NBA ratings were terrible. Nobody was watching or going to NBA games. It was after Magic and Bird got into the league, it really started picking up the ratings. Then as Magic and Bird started going on their tail end of their careers, then you insert Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan was too young and he was good, but he wasn't Michael Jordan at that
He
point.
wasn't seasoned. He wasn't the bull.
He wasn't the bull yet. So Magic and Bird was still balling. And remember, Michael beat Magic in the finals for his first finals.
Yeah.
So it really just kind of transcended from a bunch of years where the ratings were horrible, insert Larry and Magic, where the ratings were just astronomical, and then the gap between Magic and Larry, you had Michael,
Jordan.
and the ratings still went up. And then after Michael, you had, Shaq, Kobe, Penny. Like it just started blossoming, and then we got LeBron. So now we're here. Get what I'm saying? So, and also what I will say in the WNBA, they don't have dunkers. They don't have high flyers. So it's tough to watch a game where nobody's gonna dunk the ball. And you get what I'm saying?
They gotta add that dunking in there, ladies. You gotta get over the fact that, and I'm gonna say this politically correct, ladies. I'm not gonna play around with this. If you want to dunk, and just make sure you get a bra that secures your breast, so it doesn't look crazy out there. But if y'all want them ratings to go up, and you want that paycheck to go up, you're gonna need a dunk with a secured breast.
A lot of variables there right there. It's a lot of variables right there. I ain't even gonna get into any of them. Well, yeah, man. Well, what's going on, man? Before we get out of here, man, let the people know what you got going on, man. And
all right, people, yo, boys gonna be out in Rhode Island in about 3 weeks. I'm gonna head out there. I'm gonna be recording a project. I'm not gonna let y'all know the title, but I will definitely let y'all know that we do have a lot of stuff coming to works, and I can't wait till y'all get that. You feel me? So That's really where it's at. Hunnit K, you know the vibes.
You know the vibes, my boy. You know the vibes. And like I always say, if you have made it to this point, one, we appreciate you. But two, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Be sure to comment and even share this with a friend, somebody that you might have been talking to the Brittney Griner situation about. Whatever it is, man. We appreciate y'all tapping into the Talk That Lingo crew. Talk That Lingo very fast. It's your boy John Qwik, my guy Talib Bands. We out of here, man.
Shit. Squad. Woo. Hunnit K.
Let's get it. All right, my boy.
Yeah, brother. Holla.